In my book Money School, I posed the question about shares in 2008, 2009, around the time of the financial crisis, and said, how would you have felt if you'd seen that really steep drop that happened around that time? Now, since then, of course, nearly 12 years has passed. We've seen the share price go up, so most people might have said, oh, it would have been fine. Well, right now you probably know, especially if you're holding some shares or if you have superannuation. You'll have a good idea how you feel in a big drop right now. I don't know about you guys, but I looked at my portfolio on the ASX share market game this morning. I had $50,000 2 weeks ago. Today, $35,000. That's a 30% drop, very significant, but it's happened across the board to most people who are holding shares right now. So now you know how you'll feel when that happens. You know whether your stomach dropped, whether it caused anxiety, and whether you've spent the last 2 weeks thinking about whether you should sell or not. And that, of course, is the big question. Should I sell my shares? Now, I don't think there's a blanket answer for that. Most experts in long-term investing will tell you to hold on. They will say, hold on to those shares because we know the market recovers eventually. We don't know how long it'll take, but we know it'll happen eventually. And so those that have time on their side, who don't need to rely on the income from those shares or the growth from those shares, can afford to hold and wait. If you're closer to retirement or already relying on your superannuation and you think there's going to be a really steep drop, bigger than we've seen already, or it's going to be a sustained low period, you might consider selling just to save yourself worrying about it, just to reduce your anxiety, and also to be more confident about what income you're likely to have. That's up to you. It's a decision you have to make. But if you can afford to hold on and you can afford to wait until that stock market rebounds, which will happen at some point in the next year, 2 years, 10 years, who knows, then you're probably going to be better off not looking at your shares. Just accept that they're sitting there, let them sit there, and don't log in. Don't look at the news. Instead, make the commitment. Are you going to sell or are you going to keep them? And once you've made that commitment, stick to it so that you can focus on the more important things, like your health and your family. I'm Lacey Filipich from Money School.